Okay, task setting. Task difficulty. If it's not literacy, it might be that you've just set a song that is too hard. Like I've walked into a student's lesson, like doing a ghost shop, a ghost teaching. And I'm like, I know exactly what's happening here. They haven't had much music in their bag. The teacher hasn't had much music in their bag, and they're like, oh, I'll just use this because it's what I've got. And the task is set too hard. They're not going to practice that realistically. If it's something they can't do independently after you leave the room, then don't wait if they haven't done that. Is that fair? Yeah. So I use this thing called the zone of proximal development, which Isabel would know from teaching as well. Actually, it might have come up on this. There it is. Okay. Can't really see it. This says, this inner circle is what I can do. So let's say if they're up to book 2 piano, like they've just graduated from the first book, then book 1 is here. Here is maybe the last, midway through book 2. This outer circle is what I can't do at all, even with help. Even with help, I'm going to be looking at it like, no teacher, no, brain's saying, computer says no. And this middle part is called the zone of proximal development. And that's tasks that can be done with what we call scaffolding or hints or teacher help. So they can't be done independently yet, but they can be done with help. And this is where you spend most of your tuition, is what they can do with hints and crutches and training wheels. So you might even write in the notes for them on the first 4 bars of the song, or write the chord progression, that's a G major chord, and write in there, and those writings are the hints, they're the scaffolds, so that they can do that song with help. Okay, so it's not good when I walk into teaching a child that's been taught by another teacher and I look at the sheet music and there's no writing on it. There's no pencil marks. The teacher hasn't scaffolded. Scaffolding means the training wheels. Bridging the gap between what I can't do and what I can. That's our job. Okay? So scaffold, scaffold, scaffold. Hints, hints, hints. Bridging the gap. Alright, behavioural management and task too easy. This is really a problem. It's actually better, I think, to sandwich difficult tasks with easy tasks. So you would have heard this too, Isabel, in the research, is that they set a program of maths students and they mixed up easy tasks with hard tasks, easy task, hard task. Then the students that had the mixing of easy tasks, hard tasks performed better on the hard tasks than the ones that had just the hard tasks. So they were set the same hard tasks, but when it was intermittent with easy ones, their confidence approaching the hard task was higher and they actually completed the maths problem and solved them. So we have to excuse Rebecca.
Sorry.
Thank you. No, it's fine. It's totally fine. So I actually don't think we don't have a problem with setting a task too easy, but where it does happen is often the spectrum I've found with my students, where the task, or often with some boys that are really intelligent, like gifted, what I call gifted and talented, and I've put an easy task and they're misbehaving. So then I've gone, okay, they've misbehaved the whole time whilst they've done right hand all by itself. can't see why. They can read the notes. I've checked that they've read the notes, so it's not too hard. And they'll go, wait a second, play the first 4 bars, hands together. And all of a sudden, they're concentrating. So, yeah, task too easy sometimes. Reach for the stars. You're there also to evaluate. Put something really hard every now and often to see whether that student is reaching their full potential. They could be gifted and talented, which means they're above average than the trajectory. So, okay.